Hello crafty friends, how are you? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my happy place. This is my craft room. I'm Laura and I came today to show you this baby mini album that I created, and I'm so in love with this album, and I have to share, and I'm gonna do a tutorial after. So if you want to learn how to do this cute little baby book, stay with me and we will do it together. This is the cover. I used a metal die cut to do these stars here, and I embossed them also with a folder that I have with the little polka dots. And the collection I used for this was the Eco Park paper Bundle of Joy. For the spine I use acetate, and I have this little baby onesie that I created with the fuse tool and a metal die cut that I have. Okay, a little eyelet there and this little chain. And this is the back of the book. The front is like this. This is a little raised with foam tape. And let's go inside the book. So inside the book we have two sides. There, of course, the left and the right. And we're gonna go to the left side first. So I have this closure here. Opens up like this, and like this. And there are three parts here. In this part I have a little journaling card. Here you can put a photo here in the journaling card, or just a journaling card. And there is like a little waterfall for more pictures here. Back and forth of the waterfall you can put a picture, and another one here in the back. I use a punch to do this borders. No, this wasn't a punch, sorry. I used a die to do the edges here. Different edges, they are very cute. And on the right side I have this pocket with a little booklet like this for spaces for more pictures here. And I put two pockets with these cards for journaling, and the cards go here. And another card goes in the back. And aren't these papers adorable? I really like this collection. It was so fun to work with this. That goes in this pocket, and now this closes in another place for picture here, and this closes like that. On the right side we have this closure. I have this little charms, a teddy bear. This here we open it, and it has a little pocket and more places for journaling. And these baby boy stats like age, height, weight. I added a little vellum here. Places for more pictures. Of course you can place a picture here. Another place for picture. And here we have the pocket with two more booklets for picture maybe and journaling. And same here. And I use the cards that come with the collection. They're so cute. This goes in the pocket. And this also opens up like this, and there's a place for picture here and vellum. And another page you can have a picture here and a picture here. And we have another waterfall, and you can place your picture here and here. Same here, like that. And last one. And at the end I added another pocket with another booklet for more pictures or journaling. And this closes like this. And that's my project for today. If you like this book, I'm going to show you how to make it right now. What you're going to need for this book are 2 pieces of, it could be hard cardstock, like 110-pound cardstock, or you can also use chipboard, whatever you feel comfortable using. So we are gonna need 2 pieces that measures 4.5 by 7 inches, 4.5 by 7, and this is, the spine is 5 inches by 7. This is a piece of acetate. I hope you can see it. And that's the spine. And to cover this is the paper I used for this. And this, you're gonna need 2 pieces of this cardstock that measures 7 by 9. And I bought this cardstock at Tuesday Morning, and it's called Basil, the brand. And the color is Eclat Sparkle. We're gonna glue this here, and like in the middle. I left like an inch on each side. Okay, and then I'm gonna cut the corners. And now I am going to, you can use, to glue this, you can use double-sided tape or glue, whichever is your favorite glue. I didn't cut this very good, but okay. So I'm gonna use my bone folder and glue this here. Okay. And the other side, same thing. So here, these are the little corners that you need to put inside here before you fold this part. So you get a perfect corner. Now the other side. Pushing those little corners and push this one in. Okay, like that. And you get a perfect corner every time, like this. So now let's do the other one. Same thing. I didn't do a very good job cutting this corner here. See, you can see the chipboard underneath, but don't worry about that because it's gonna get covered. And the other side is perfect, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so now we have our two pieces. And now we are gonna do the spine. So the spine, you're gonna need an acetate. It measures 5 by 7. And we are going to score this at 2 inches, 2 1/4, 2 1/2, and 2 3/4. I don't know if you can see the little lines that I created with the acetate. Okay, and that's just to make this a little bit more flexible and give her some dimension, I guess. That's what I wanted to do at least. Okay, so now we're gonna put our front cover and back cover like this, and we are gonna glue this here on top. And we can align this with the line that we made, with the score line that we made here. We align it with the back cover. I want to cut this also like in a little, in an angle, just so I don't show the acetate here. Okay, like as you would do it normally on paper, same thing. It's just a little bit, so like that. And now I have my acetate here, and I'm going to apply double-sided tape. I'm going to put it here so you can see a little better. But I'm going to apply the double-sided tape like that, and I like to push this like this. Okay, and now we're going to take this. You can also apply a little bit of glue if you want, and this in between the spaces here, to make it more secure. And now we try to center this, very good there, up and down, like that, and we glue it. Okay, and same thing with the other side. Let's apply the tape. Okay, and now we put our cover here. There, and like that. So now we have the book ready, and now we have to work in the inside of the book. And we are gonna do that. We are gonna work on the left side. We're gonna work on the left side first, okay? So you are gonna need a piece that measures 9 by 7. 9 by 7. On the 9-inch mark, we're gonna score at 4 1/4 and at 4 1/2. Okay. And now we fold our lines. And for this, for this demonstration, I'm using 110 pound cardstock. Okay, so you're gonna have this 1/4 inch gasset here. You're also going to need a piece that measures 5 by 7. And we are gonna score this at also 4 1/4 and at 4 1/2. And I'm going to do the same thing here. And see, like there is the part that is longer here is where we're going to glue this side. First, I'm going to cut the corners here like this. Okay, and apply our glue. And glue this part right here, close to the score line. Okay, so you have to end up with a piece like this, like a little box. And you have your 1/4 inch gasset here and here. And the last piece, we are gonna use a 4 1/2 by 3, and we are gonna score this at 2 1/4 and at 2 1/2. And we use our bone folder here to place these score lines. Okay. For this piece here, I use my corner jumper here, and I'm gonna round the corners like that. And we are gonna glue this piece. If we open this little book that we just made, we are gonna glue this right here. So if we can cut these little edges again. And glue this in the back. You can see that, right? That's the way we glue it there. And now we have our book. And we can glue this right here. You can use double-sided tape or you can use glue, whichever is best for you. I usually work with the two of them, you know, the glue and the double-sided tape. And we can use the glue here. Okay, and this part is gonna go right here, and then burnish with your bone folder. And we have this first part. For this book, I rounded all the corners, so you can do that before gluing it. I think it would be easier, but I didn't do it, so I'm gonna do it now. Round all your corners. I think it gives her like a softer look when you do it. Okay, and now we have to do the waterfall. So For the waterfall, you're gonna need first a piece that measures 7 1/4 by 4 1/4, and we are gonna score. Put it like this on the 7 1/4 mark, and we score at the 1/2 inch mark. There. And glue. Varnish. And this part is going to go right here. And you center it right there. Okay? What I did with my book was use a metal die. Let me show you. I use a metal die here. See, it has different edge. And this one has a different edge. And this one as well. But what you can do here, if you don't have metal dies, you can use a punch, a border punch. That will be same idea. Or you can also just round the corners if you have that. And then we do this right here. Like that. The next piece is gonna measure 7 inches by 4 1/4, and we're still gonna score here at the 1/2 inch mark. We fold it and we glue it. And round the corners again. Like that. And the last one is going to measure 6 1/2 by 4 1/4, and we are going to score at the 1/2 inch mark. Fold. And glue. Like that, and burnish and around the corners, and there is this part ready. Now we have to see, I'm going to show you here the flap. Then you open this up and you have your waterfall. Okay. Now we're going to go to the other side. Now we are working. I'll show you. We are going to work on the middle part of this book, on this part, okay? So for that, you're gonna need this piece that measures 4 1/2 by 7. And then you're gonna need 2 pieces that measure 5 by 7. And you're gonna score this at 4 1/4 and 4 1/2. And 1/4 and 4 1/2 and burnish. And we cut the corners. and we glue. We're gonna glue this in this piece. Go to the first core line, and we glue it right there. So we're gonna have this 1/4 inch gasset here, and with the other piece, same thing. We score a 4 1/4, okay, and 4 1/2. Vernich. Cut the corners. And glue it. Glue it right here, where the core line is, the first core line. Right there. So now we have this little box with a 1/4 inch gasset on each side. Like that. Next, you're gonna 2 pieces that measures 5 1/2 by 7, and we're gonna score at 4 1/2 and at 5. 4 1/2 and 5. At the 5 1/2 inch mark, you score a 4 1/2 and 5. Okay, and then we burnish these pieces. Angle the corners here. Bring your little book, and we are going to glue this right there, like this. First, I'm gonna remember to angle the corners here, to round the corners, sorry. It's easier to do it now than when it's glued to the booklet, like this. We have to round all the corners. Like that. Okay. So now we have this part like this, and now we're going to glue these 2 next pages. Right in the first core line. Like that. Okay. That's one. And the next one and the other side. So just apply the glue in this flap. The first little flap. Like that. Okay, now we have these 2 pages here. Now for the vellum, you're gonna need a piece that measures 5 by 7, and we are gonna score 1/2 inch at the 5 inch mark here. But be careful with the vellum, don't score very hard because vellum is very fragile and it breaks very easily. So like that, and we are gonna put this piece here. So what I did was just glue this piece right here. In this 1/2 inch here, I glue my vellum. You can use double-sided tape if you want for this, because sometimes vellum shows the glue, but in this case, I think it's fine. See, I use a polka dot vellum here, and it doesn't show the glue very much. So that's the page that we are now here. For the other vellum, it's gonna go here in this 1/4 inch gusset here. So you're gonna need a piece that measures 4 3/4 by 7. 4 3/4 by 7. And at the 4 3/4 mark, we're gonna score at the 1/4 inch. There. And we glue it. And we're gonna do it right there on top of that little gusset. Okay. I also round these corners, so like that and like that. So here we have our little booklet, and now we need to go to the middle here in this panel here to do the waterfall. For that, we're gonna need a piece that measures 7 1/4 by 4 1/4, and we're gonna score at the 7 1/4 mark. We're gonna score at 1/2 inch. Fold it and glue it here. Okay. Next piece is gonna measure 7 3/4 by 7 inches, and at the 7 3/4 mark, we're gonna score at 1/2 inch again. And we'll glue it right below that part. The first one, trying to center it and like that. And the third piece is gonna be 6 1/2 by 4 1/4, and at the 6 1/2 mark, we're gonna score at 1/2 inch again. And glue. And there we have our little waterfall. So we completed this book. As you can see, we're in the middle with a waterfall. Now we're gonna go do this pocket here. Okay, for that pocket, we are gonna need a piece that measures 5 1/2 by 2 3/4, and we're gonna score 1/2 inch on 3 sides. So at the 5 1/2 mark, we're gonna score here at 1/2 inch, turn it this way, score 1/2 inch, and turn it this way and score 1/2 inch. We cut these corners, fold, And in my book, I use a die to cut this edge here. You can use a punch, a border punch, or you can just leave it like that and glue it right there. Okay, but first, before gluing the pocket, I like to put my design paper here and then glue the pocket. Okay, that's one pocket. Now when we open this book like this, and this, I have a pocket here, it's a triangle. First you have to glue the design paper on this page and then put the pocket in there. That pocket is gonna measure 5 inches by 4 3/4, and we're gonna score at 4 1/2 at the 5-inch mark, 4 1/2, and 1/2 inch at the 4 3/4 mark. Okay, we fold it, and there we have our pocket like this. We're gonna cut the corner, and what I did here was round the corner. Around that corner, and also I slide this pocket, so okay, here's mine. What I did was just put it here in an angle like this, whatever you feel is right, and slice this part, and there you have your pocket. And you glue your design paper here and then glue your pocket right there. Okay, that's the second pocket. And the last pocket is this one, which is on this side when you close it, and that's same as this pocket that we had inside, and you just have to round this corner. This pocket measures 5 1/2 by 2 3/4, and you score 1/2 inch on each side, here, here, and here. Then you fold it, and I'm gonna round this corner. I like to cut these ones too. And after you glue your design paper, you glue this pocket right here. And you can use a die or a border punch like I did here. I use a metal die to cut this border. Okay, now we are ready to glue this whole unit, this whole part to our book. We just apply the glue in the back and glue it. I already have it here. I already glue it here. So here we have this page and the vellum, the second page. Then we open this side, first page and vellum, the second page and the waterfall. And that's the booklet. Obviously I use a different color here because I didn't have more of this paper, but you have, what I did with the original book that I showed you is use that paper for everything in the inside. As you can see, when you turn it, it's all that paper. All the structure is this same color paper, this light blue greenish, I don't know, it's so pretty. And look at the the stars with embossed folder and the little images. It looks so cute. The paper is really cute, and it has this little pattern. It's not flat, so you can see. And that's all. Everything else is just decoration and just gluing the design paper like I did here. And do these closures that if you want me to show you how I did it, I can do that too. And the rest of these are the cards that came in the collection, and I back it up with the same cardstock. There's nothing else to that, and put an eyelet and a little twine here. See, that's all. That's the only thing I did. And these booklets are very easy to do. It's just folding your paper, rounding the corners, and glue the card. So that's the project. I really hope that you like it, that you enjoy it, and let me know if you have any questions. I hope to see you soon again, and be safe. Bye.